Previously on Dread and Breakfast. The silverware spins to orient itself in one direction before simultaneously launching en masse across the diner.
Ron refuses the pull.
Oh!
You now have a fork sticking perpendicular out from the lower part of your left leg.
Ow, fuck!
You don't purposefully know what blood tastes like.
Ah!
What?
But for the love of God, this muffin tastes like blood. Josie, my name's Back. We're gonna go to the hospital. Oh, no, I can't leave. I gotta stay here to keep the diner running.
In the moment when you're going to say a thing that you know is going to come bite you in the ass? Now, I promise I will not let this place close, and I will not let anything happen to this place until you get back. Cross my heart.
Does Chip Bankerton believe in the supernatural?
If there is something out there and we can't find it, is it any better or worse to believe it's there?
Have you ever seen these? And they pull out two golden L-shaped metal devices.
Oh, I know. Dowsing rods.
Yeah.
Was it you all that pushed Josie down the back stairs?
The rods cross.
Motherfuckers!
Was Josie in danger?
The rods immediately cross. Are we still in danger?
Oh, fuck.
As slowly the rods cross and say yes. Beck looks up at all of you. You all look around at each other. Not certain what is happening here in this diner. Okay, that was a lot.
I think there's like a moment where we all just kind of look at each other and have this collective sense of horror at this is so much worse than we thought it was. And I think Winnie just like hands the dowsing rods back to Beck and she's just like, oh, consider this your formal welcome into Spillman, Beck. Oh, Jesus. Hope you got a strong stomach. And she will go to the counter, top off her little whiskey shot, pour a little splash in Beck's tea, and cheers and down it.
Amazing. You hand Beck the dowsing rods back, and they just are staring at the rods and looking at you and looking around and not really saying very much. How's everyone else reacting?
I think Ron and Lita are kind of huddled together, both of them with their arms sort of like around each other, like supporting each other. Ron trying to support Lita because that's what he does, and Lita trying to like support Ron because he's injured and, has kind of already gotten a little bit heated in the past couple minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just looking around warily because apparently we're in danger. Neither of us know why or for what or from how. So heads on swivels. Let's look around. You're not going to catch me napping regulars, even though it's not you. So I don't know what it is.
It might be them.
But they weren't trying to hurt Josie. so I don't think we'd be in danger. Also, like, I don't know.
They tried to. They impaled you, my dude.
Yeah,
we can get into that red string.
No, but if they weren't trying to hurt Josie, I don't know. I don't think they're trying to hurt us. And also, why would they tell us? That seems, like that. I don't know. I'm going too deep down this rabbit hole.
I don't know. Are you going too deep? Who knows?
I don't know.
Let's let you Pepe Sylvia for a moment and check in with Chip. Chip, where are you in all of this?
I mean, I'm kind of staring at Winnie and then back to that bottle of whiskey and kind of giving her a look like, hello. It's kind of rude.
Winnie pulls out, she goes down behind the line, and it takes her a little bit. You can hear her rummaging for stuff, and you see her pull out a novelty double shot glass from someone went on vacation to
Where did they go?
Myrtle Beach. That's probably still a thing in the 50s, right?
Sure.
Why not? And she will shine it for you, plop in a single ice cube, and pour you a double shot and just slide it down the line. All right. Drink up, Mr. Bankerton. We are good and proper fucked.
Chip's gonna take the ice cube out, set it on the counter, and throw the thing back. Thank you kindly.
Well, okay. Hold on. I may have spoken too soon. We have information which is a hell of a lot better than doing this blind, right? So what have we learned? The regulars are hurting for some reason. We're in some kind of danger, whether from them or someone else. And listen, we've all seen shit, felt shit, tasted shit, hallucinated shit all evening, and I frankly am sick of it. So Beck, you said that they manifest in response to emotions, right?
Beck, their face, which previously was full of wonder and interest, has been replaced with a face of someone who is deeply unsettled.
Oh.
And they look at you and they say, I mean, God, I've never experienced a poltergeist with dangerous intent. Poltergeists are just noisy spirits. They'll rattle your cage for sure, and sometimes things can get hectic, but they're usually just looking for attention. This is something more. Has anyone ever tried to get rid of the regulars? And they look around skeptically as they say it.
Now, Beck, that's not exactly something that we would do. They're a part of this place, just like the booths, the chairs, the chrome finish on the thing that is maybe chrome or maybe isn't chrome. They're not somethings to be removed.
See, that's the thing, though, is that poltergeists aren't necessarily a being. They're a manifestation of an energy. So if something here is acting with intent, I'm not sure that what we're dealing with is the regulars, or at least what you all were referring to as regulars.
So you're telling us that there's two kinds of crazy things here?
I don't know if it's two or if it's something else entirely, but it kind of makes sense to me that whatever is happening here is a lot bigger and has gone unchecked for a very long time, and so it could be a lot more powerful than I think anybody had expected or understood it.
So hold on. To Ron's point, all regulars are still here, and they're just responding to whatever this other spooky is manifesting. They're responding to that thing's bad juju.
I don't know, because a poltergeist as a concept is not a being itself. It's a manifestation of large amounts of energy. Like the kettle, when it reaches a certain point, the water starts to boil. when there's enough supernatural and or emotional stress, things start to happen, and we call that poltergeist.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So you're saying they don't have intent?
Not usually, other than just to get attention,
But they listen to Josie.
it sounded like whatever was responding to us with the dowsing rods had a larger intelligence. It wasn't just looking for attention, it had intention.
So we weren't talking to what we've come to call the regulars. We were talking to something else.
I mean, at this point, I'm not totally sure. This is just a theory, but that's where my head's at.
Okay. Well, running with that theory, then something else tried to hurt Josie. And something else is in pain. And then Chip, when you were helping Beck get Josie out of the diner, the doors closed. Was that the regulars trying to keep her in? Or this thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, this other thing. Alright, quick side hustle. I can't just keep calling it this other thing. We need to give it a name. What's a good name?
I mean, I don't know about
The
that.
irregulars?
Alright, perfect. The irregular.
That's good.
The irregulars.
Okay. And Beck looks very skeptical because to give a thing a name is to give it a certain measure of power.
Oh, well, shit.
So we can call it that. I suppose.
All right. Never mind. We'll just refer to it in the vague sense of it and that and whatever.
No, I mean we can go with irregulars. I don't think that's. We don't know what it's calling itself, and
Honey.
Okay.
Can you ask the rods its name?
That is the last thing that I want to do at the moment.
Well, here's another question though. Chip, you bring up a good point. The dowsing rods are used for yes or no. Do you have any other supernatural tricks to get more of a measured response? Like God, I can't believe I as a human being am about to suggest this, but do you have like an Ouija board or something? Fuck.
Now, we won't have any of that devil stuff in this house.
I mean,
Wait, you don't want that ghost in your house, but you're good with the other ghosts, but where do you draw the
A
line?
Ouija board is the work of the devil. That's not for ghosts.
moreover, Ron, sweetheart, the devil might already be here.
That seems unlikely.
So there are a couple of ways to communicate with the beyond. Ouija is certainly one of them, but I feel like we should maybe move away from communicating and more of trying to rid of the thing.
Yeah, communication never solved any problems.
Mr. Bankerton, I don't mean to be glib, but we are dealing with something far more powerful than human communication will be able to potentially negotiate with.
And just to be clear that I understand you, because I'm pretty sure Josie will fire me if this is the case. Whatever exorcism we will conduct will rid the other thing from this place, but our regular poltergeist will be safe, right?
Now, Winnie, I feel as though that you are asking young Beck a lot of intricate and what appear to be quite difficult questions. I'm not sure that Beck has all the answers, and I don't think it's fair for us to ask them to have them all.
I mean, that's fair enough, and my kind apologies, Beck, if it comes across that way, but you have an answer. We have none. If you're to be believed, we've been misunderstanding the entire situation for, I don't know, like 2 to 3 episodes at this point, so any guidance would be well appreciated.
I guess, are you opposed to trying to cleanse the space?
Sounds good to me.
We would care for some assurance that the regulars would be unharmed, but I don't believe that is something which you are able to provide.
Unfortunately, no.
In that case...
And believe me, I would love to preserve them if I could, but I don't know if we can get to that level of intricacy when it comes to cleansing.
Beck, I need to level with you. we've been thinking of the regulars as, well, it just sounds so foolish to say this now, but we've been thinking of them as Josie's family, who've been staying here, looking after her and this place since their untimely passing. And I believe that is what Josie thinks of them as well. I don't think that we can condone ridding this place of them while she is not here to weigh in on that. They kind of look at each other. They nod. We would rather risk the other thing being here than getting rid of those.
Ron, no offense. The other thing made Chip hear his son screaming in pain and stabbed you with a fork and damn near stabbed the rest of us in the throat.
Yeah, we don't like that.
And pushed Josie down the stairs, causing her to have a concussion. I understand and really empathize with what you're saying, and trust me, I've researched Spillman enough. I know a lot about this place. I'm new here, but the last thing I want to do is rid the town of its charm, and I understand the deep emotional connection that you have, but I do wonder if this energy, if this being irregular is really Josie's family. And if I can speak freely, and they kind of trail off and look at you earnestly, it seems to me that you're all her family. And I've only seen you all act with care and compassion towards her, and I understand that this is a difficult choice, and maybe it brings up ethical concerns, and they push their glasses up on their nose.
A little bit.
But at the end of the day, it told us that we're still in danger, and I just fear about what could happen if that goes unchecked.
Well, there are 5 of us here. I think we should put it to a vote. I believe we both vote no.
As much as I believe in the democratic process, Ron and Lita, I am the only certified employee of this establishment, so I do think maybe my vote counts for triple in this instance. No offense. And
I don't believe that's true there, Winnie, but that's fair. You are allowed to try to give yourself more democratic power than the rest of us.
That's fine. I would like to hear what all the rest of you have to say before I speak my piece, though. Mr. Bankerton, I know you just came in for a meal and you got more than you bargained for, but like it or not, you're in this now too, so what do you think?
I mean, I'm for any plan where at the end I get to just sit in peace for a little while, and it seems like this eviction is probably the most likely, strangely enough.
All right, so that's 2 no, 1 yes. What about you, Beck?
I'm gonna vote yes, but I understand also if you don't want to count my vote.
Oh no, you count. You're a delight, sweetheart, and I'm gonna make you those flapjacks. I didn't forget.
Oh, thanks.
You came in, you helped out, you get a vote.
All right, well, I vote yes.
So it's tied. God damn it.
I mean, Winnie, that was kind of obvious that was going to happen. Did you not see that?
I know, but I thought Mr. Bankerton might have. I don't know.
Voted to keep the thing in the place that was been harassing him all night.
Stranger things have happened. I think Winnie takes like a long moment and she kind of stares out into the middle distance, like looking out at this diner where she has worked for many years, and you can almost see like her replaying that conversation with Josie where she promised she wouldn't let anything happen to the diner, like in her brain. And you see her nod. All right, here's what I suggest. I think we compromise. Let's try to see if we can tip the scales a little bit more in our regulars' favor and see if that doesn't encourage this other thing to back off first. And if that doesn't work, or if things go haywire, we can proceed with a more formal exorcism. But if I'm understanding this correctly, they're bubbling over, and that's what they respond to. So if we just gotta make good things bubble over, and maybe they'll respond kindly with positivity and joy and happiness and frankly, folks, we're about to make this place happier than a skunk on snow skis. So, Beck, I'm gonna hop on the line and make you some flapjacks. Any flavor preference? We got apple fritters, Harvest Festival special.
They look at you with a really somewhat, I don't even know what the expression is, but just a little like dumbfounded. I'm sorry, so you just want to try and put good energy into the diner and see what happens?
Well, when you say it like that, it sounds dumb.
No,
yes.
I'm sorry.
No, it's a stretch. I'll get you that. It's a stretch.
And I mean, we're dealing with something really crazy here, so I guess everything that I know is just theory. Sure, we can try it. Blueberry, if you have it.
Great choice. I got fresh blueberries. And, I mean, frankly, up until this point, and I myself am guilty of this, and I do apologize, in particular to you, Mr. Bankerton, I have been a bit of a grouch. So we are all going to put on some smiles. Mr. Bank, let me top that off for you. She refills the whiskey glass on Chips.
Perfect.
Really gonna get jolly in here.
We're gonna smile. We're gonna have a great time. We're gonna have positive thoughts. Mr. Bankerton, after I make up those flapjacks, I'm gonna make you a new dinner. How's a meatball sandwich sound? One of our specialties, nice and hot for you, and it's free of charge. Everything's free tonight. Nobody pays a dime. How's that sound?
Winnie, roll me a d6.
Oh no! For
Winnie,
this dumb
Winnie,
plan.
the poltergeists are savvy business individuals.
It's a 3.
You hear just like echoes of laughter coming from the like back room and the fridge and like every corner of the diner. You just hear this echoing laughter occurring.
All right. That's
That
a
sounds
start.
good. That
That's
sounds.
a start.
You know what? That's an improvement. I feel as though that.
Hey, Ron, you know what?
Like it's like little children high pitched like
Oh, it's creepy.
yes.
Well, they're not screaming.
You know
Ron,
what? That sounds like other people having a good time.
They're having a great time.
They're having a good time.
Well, Ron, how about you hop on the line with me? You're such a great cook. I would love to learn how to make your 12-egg omelet, even though I think the recipe is in the name.
It quite sure is.
Lita, why don't you have a seat and you tell Mr. Bankerton and Beck here how you and Ron met. That's some happy memories for everybody, and everybody better be smiling. Your cheeks better hurt by the end of the night. And she just is like so hard trying to just be the most chipper bitch this side of the Mississippi.
You start to hear like the sounds of chattering as if the diner is full of patrons. Chatterings, little pips of laughter, peaks of conversation, despite it still only being the 5 of you in this place.
Oh, I am unsettled.
This sounds great. This sounds like it's working.
So great. Hey, you know what? On second thought, Mr. Bankerton, go pick your favorite song on the jukebox. Here's a quarter. I throw a quarter out of the tip jar. Just here. It's free. It's all free. Everything's free.
Great. Chip's gonna throw back his drink of whiskey and grab the bottle as he walks away towards the jukebox and plug in a popular musical hit from the era.
Chip, as you're like flipping through the jukebox, you choose your favorite song. You find it, you punch in the numbers, and it just starts blaring from the jukebox 3 times louder than normal.
Well, it's a dance party now. Great. Love it.
They did it so we could hear it here in the back.
Winnie finishes flipping the pancakes, cooked perfectly, of course, obviously, and we'll bring out fresh blueberries and freshly whipped cream and slide it over to Beck with the biggest grin. Probably really unsettling at this point because we're all just so unhinged. Here you go, sweetheart.
What?
I said, here you go. Chip, can you turn it down just a skosh?
I mean, I wish I could, but there's no volume knob on it, because that would be insane to put a volume knob on a jukebox to be controlled by the general public. That's a recipe for disaster.
That's a good point, honestly. Is there a volume, like, in the back?
No.
It's just a master jukebox.
Jukeboxes have one sound level.
I mean, maybe there's a setting inside the machine, but that normally requires a
Professional.
key or at the very least some screwdriver to access, and I'm not an AV expert, so it seems like a bad idea for me to just dig around inside this machine when we already have enough weird other stuff going on.
Hey, Lita, start telling them about your anniversary. Maybe they'll be so interested it'll quiet down. Talk about your 50th.
Oh, that was a good year.
What?
That was a good year.
I'm good on tires, thanks.
No, that.
Oh my god.
When we celebrated our 50th, we rented out the. Well, actually, we didn't do it. One of our dearest friends, who will remain unnamed because they wish to remain anonymous.
Just make up an NPC, my guy.
Fuck. One of our dearest friends, Sheriff Rodney Dangerfield. That's not it, because
No.
that's a real name from something else who I don't remember.
Rodney, very, very safe indoor space.
Rodney's safe indoor space was was very kind, and he and several of our other friends they rented out the town hall for us. We had like a dance. It was very nice.
There were ants?
No, it was
You had pants?
it was a. I can't talk over this machine. I would like it to stop now.
All right, but Chip, just unplug it. Just
Chip.
unplug it.
I'm unplugging it to you because I don't know how else to say that I do that in an audio format.
There.
I go to the machine, reach behind it, and unplug it.
Make me a pull.
Oh!
Electricity is insanely dangerous.
You've damned him.
Okay, hang on. Tower update.
It's not good.
It's
Marissa?
very, very bad.
Did we just
Like-
damn Jacob?
It's about to get a little worse.
Jacob,
Or
no. Oh,
a lot
come
better.
on. You got it. You got it.
Got something.
Jacob.
Aha.
Jacob.
We got.
Ooh,
Oh,
baby.
okay. Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
That was a
Nicely
good one.
done, sir.
The diner absolutely still has not in tube wiring. Is that the
Oh,
bad
no.
one?
Yeah,
Oops.
knob and tube.
Knob in tube.
Super dangerous. Bad idea. If you still have it, get it out of your house.
Get it out of your house.
This has been a PSA from Dread and Breakfast.
Hey.
And we're not actual lawyers or electrical experts. That was a joke. Don't take our advice on anything. Don't sue us. Thank you.
Amen.
You do manage to unplug the jukebox without being shocked or having anything bad happen to you.
A miracle.
However, the music still continues to blare. The
Fuck.
cacophony of people speaking and laughing, it grows louder and more frantic. Back at the countertop, Beck is glancing side to side as they are continuing to cut through their pancakes despite the knife already being through the bottom layer.
Oh, no.
Okay. Friends.
Yeah.
How unhinged do we want to be, and how uncomfortable?
There's more?
Like, we've clearly made Beck so uncomfortable.
Well, here's the thing.
How
Here's the
much
thing.
further do we want to take this?
Well, I mean, here's the thing, Ron and Lita. This is our one shot to not go for a full exorcism. So
I
if you're
don't
ready to
think-
go to a full exorcism,
I don't think it's working.
then get unhinged,
Like,
man.
like I, Fabrice, don't think it's working, but Ron and Lita don't want to stop.
Hey,
the-
Fob.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Hey, Fob,
Yeah,
I dare you.
Oh.
you dare me to make Beck more uncomfortable?
Is that the goal?
No, the goal is to spread love, laughter, and positivity.
But I feel like spreading love,
Diner.
I feel like in this moment, spreading love, laughter, and positivity to Beck is
Yeah.
just horrifying.
That's fine.
So
They'll get on board. They're new to town.
They'll
this
get
is
on board.
normal.
They
This
just
is
need.
fine.
Yeah, no, this
This is how we party in Spillman.
This is the Spillman way.
the Spillman special.
All right. What is Lita going to do to spread love, laughter,
Love,
and
laughter,
cheer?
and positivity. Yes.
All right, so Beck is cutting. Okay.
And I think that they kind of are just like still cutting and going ha 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 ha.
Oh, poor Beck.
Oh, good. Okay. All right, I got it. Perfect. So Lita goes over to Beck. Oh, you're having a good time. Excellent. You know, most of the people here, when they take a bite, they just can't stop grinning. You wanna take your first bite? Go on. And she like is uncomfortably close and like staring like like how old people do.
I'm so happy to be eating this pancake with you,
You could.
Lita.
I feel as though you could sound happier.
I'm so happy to be eating this pancake with you.
No,
Lita.
I feel like you could sound happier. All the people.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be eating this pancake with you, Lita.
So Lita gestures around to everyone else that is in the space and that is not there, but like the sound of people, and it's like they all sound like they're having a lovely time. You should sound like you're having as good a time as them.
With a mouthful, they go ha.
Winnie rings the order bell. She's like, Chip, I got your meatball sandwich, extra sauce, and I slide it on down.
Oh boy, sloppy balls.
Oh no.
He takes another drink from the bottle. Probably not.
Yeah, at this point,
the first
why
one
not?
he's taken in the last couple of minutes.
Oh fuck. Lita waves over at Winnie and goes, "Oh, we're gonna need more pancakes for Beck. These ones don't seem to be working. They aren't as quite as happy as they should be."
Oh no. Oh.
Beck, sweet. How about some pie? Do you want some rhubarb pie? Family recipe.
Oh, sure.
Hey, I'll even share my coveted dark chocolate orange peel muffin recipe with you. I haven't even told Josie that one. Would that fill you with love, laughter, and positivity?
Oh,
It should
boy,
better.
will it.
Chip looks at her and like shakes his head like, I don't recommend the muffin.
The pie.
Lita looks at Beck and is like, "It should better fill you with love, laughter, and positivity, or we'll find something else that does."
I fear what else you might have. Pie is fine.
Great. I just bring over the entire pie and just hand Beck a fork.
Oh, you kid. I can't possibly eat this all alone.
Oh, I'll help. So Lita sits down next to Beck, and then so you guys start eating, and then you hear Ron come up, and you can tell that Ron is coming because you hear, "Ow, ow, ow," as he's walking. And he brings over 2 huge plates of omelets, and he's like, "Here we go. I also made up two dozen egg omelets."
This is a nightmare.
Well, I'll take some free pie, Chip says with his mouth
All right,
full.
Chip, get on over
Come on,
here.
I pull out a key lime one from the shelf and just set it down in front of you. Graham cracker crust.
Ooh, exotic.
And as all of you circle around these pies, you gather together. I need everyone to make me a pull.
Oh. No,
Christine, did we
the
do
tower
poison
is
in the
so
pie?
bad.
All right, I'll pull first. I'm pulling once.
We are all together.
We're all
Yeah.
together, canonically
It's a
together.
together
Yes,
pie.
Fob, you can pull once.
Friends, the tower is dangerous, so I do want to ask legitimately, would anyone else like to pull first, or would you like me to do?
Just do
You
it.
can do it.
Okay, I just wanted to give you guys the offer.
Oh, if you die, I'm going to feel really bad.
Oh man, if I die, which one of me dies?
That's a good question, actually.
You will have to choose.
Okay.
Ah!
Well, the
That's fine.
choice will
Spicy.
remain to be made.
Made it worse.
Next pull.
All right, here I go.
You got this, Jacob. I believe in you.
You did it before. You can do it again. Oh, Jesus.
We'll knock them over and then we'll get the guy in back of them. We did it before. You could do it again.
Okay.
I've done it. Huzzah.
Huzzah.
Nothing like a good war song from the 40s to motivate you.
All right, Winnie.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Here you go.
Go on, Winnie. Go on. You got this. Okay.
All right. Okay. Holy shit. We're at like the sphincter tightening phase where like every pull is unpleasant.
Excellent. My favorite place to be.
Terrible.
At the sphincter tightening zone?
Uh-huh.
You like the sphincter station?
I said what I said. This is the unhinged episode. Anyway.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Pies aplenty. Cacophony growing and growing and growing. The music is thumping louder and louder. You are caught up in each other's laughter, in each other's oversized, unnatural grins as you take bite after bite of pie. Rhubarb, key lime. It's delicious, but you are forcing it down with a speed that defies physics because you must bring love, laughter, and joy to this diner. Winnie, out of the corner of your eye, you spy a spatula begin to levitate up off the grill, which isn't abnormal. But suddenly, without warning, it whips towards you with immense speed.
Ah.
Can I grab the pie and hold it up as Lita did earlier with the pan, and it goes ping, and then there's pie over everyone's face?
Yes. Yes. What? The spatula is speeding towards you. You snatch the pie out from underneath Chip, who is paused mid-bite. You lift the pie aloft, and ping! The spatula ricochets off of the pie tin. The key lime deliciousness flies through the air after the pan has been struck. Soars, spinning balletically, and then suddenly splats upon each and every one of you. You are all covered in green and white goo as you watch this spatula ricochet back around the back of the countertop. It flies through the air, careening into a rack of dishes behind the counter. Hitting right in the middle, a stack of plates explodes and sends little white pieces of porcelain ricocheting around the room. The rack teeters a little bit before pitching forward towards the counter, and everybody make another pull.
No!
Another pull.
No! Ugh. Shit.
I think maybe we should have left when we had the chance. Same order as last time, folks?
Why not?
Or no, honestly, Winnie, I think you pulled last time. You should pull first this time. That's only fair. Because in theory, it only gets worse.
It does.
So I feel like pulling now is the safest of the 3 pulls that will be made.
Unless this is the next pull that will knock it over.
Or you could always refuse. You can refuse.
You could refuse the pull.
So okay, hold on. So there is a rack of dishes falling at all of us.
Correct.
And we are sitting
ducks at the counter of the Broken Yolk.
and 2 of us are old and cannot move quickly.
Oh no, Winnie, no.
And
Don't do it, Winnie.
oh fuck, you guys.
Winnie, don't do it.
I think Winnie made a promise to Josie
Don't you do it.
that she wouldn't let anything happen to this place. And Ron and Lita are a part of this place.
I regret letting you pull first.
And Chip has become this evening and back, I think the tower's too bad. I think Winnie's gonna sacrifice herself to ensure that everyone else is okay. And I'm gonna cry.
Wow. Okay.
Because, stop me if this isn't in character, but, she is the one in charge of the diner. She is the only one who works there. It's her responsibility to make sure that everyone else is safe. And, Josie isn't here. You know what I mean? Because Ron and Lita are, Josie's fan, right? I can't.
No, I can't. I don't.
It's your choice to make, Winnie.
I'm gonna do it. Oh my god.
I mean, I don't want you to do it, but I think you did it.
Oh my gosh!
Holy shit.
Oh!
Wow.
Winnie.
I'm gonna cry. Also, knocking it over was kind of satisfying, but also very sad.
You are part cat. On with the left turn.
There are many roads to get where we're going.
Please tell me you wrote down your recipe for the muffins.
If I live long enough to tell you, I'll tell you where it is.
Okay. I need to know. I simply need to know.
Winnie, you see the rack begin to teeter. You remember so many times when you had warned Josie
No.
that rack is not as stable as it should be for the weight that it's carrying. I've seen it wobble when we get big crowds coming in. We really need to replace this rack. So when it starts to fall, in a split second, you make a choice. You dash in front of the rack and hold out your arms, bracing for the impact. Plates begin to slide off from the top levels as the rack begins to lean. Cups begin to shatter on the ground. You hold steady. You hold your arms out. And here it comes.
Oh no.
And it falls upon you, pushes you back. You become pinned between the countertop and the rack. What does everybody do?
Oh, we help. I get up and I try. Ow.
I'll also move towards the rack and try to
Get it off her.
Yeah, we're pulling the rack away.
Chip and Ron, you spring into action. Traversing broken porcelain, you crunch behind the countertop. You pull with all of your might. Chip, you're woozy from having so many drinks. Ron, you are old, and it is hard for you to pull with such strength, but
Ow.
something
Ow.
within the two of you unites, and you lift this rack off of Winnie, who crumples to the ground.
Winnie? Winnie?
Fuck.
Winnie, why the fuck did you do that, you stupid son of a bitch?
Ron, you get... I haven't seen you move fast enough to get it out of the way since 42.
That's not true. I could have done it.
Paramedic, paranormal expert person.
Oh, that's me.
We have an emergency here. Would you like to help, or do I need to call and wait an hour again?
No. I'm here. You notice that the diner has fallen silent. All that you hear is the crunch of porcelain as Beck joins you behind the counter. They begin to administer first aid, and they're doing what they can to make Winnie more comfortable as she just, you can see her chest is heaving with effort. She is coughing. She is wheezing. She is not doing well. Beck helps her up and gently moves her over to a booth where she can lay down a bit more.
Winnie is trying not to show like pain on her face, but there are just like tears like streaming out of her eyes.
Ice! Someone get me ice! They yell.
Ow. 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 Ow.
While Ron was off fetching ice, we have rebuilt our tower. Jacob and Fabrice have made multiple pulls from the tower to destabilize it. Ron, Lita, and Mr. Bankerton, you will all continue to pull from the tower as we play, but in this moment you are spared. Because Winnie. Beck has laid you carefully in the booth. Ron returns with ice, which Beck quickly puts upon your chest to try and ice. They are a little bit frantic. They say, in the case of crushed ribs, you really can't do much first aid except for ice. We could get you some painkillers. Can you try and take a deep-ish breath for me? Don't hurt yourself, but just, are you able to breathe? Okay.
That's a no, apparently.
I'm trying to think of a way to say this that isn't a I told you so moment, but they look around to everybody. Can we try a cleansing ritual now?
Ron and Lita both nod. We don't say anything.
Yeah, exorcism light didn't seem to work that well.
Yeah, I'll change my vote.
All right. Winnie, you rest here. You three, we need some supplies. I need an oven-proof bowl. I need 2 teaspoons of salt. I need kindling made of something meaningful, and 2 teaspoons of alcohol. Go.
I got the salt and the alcohol.
Al, Ronald, I will get it. You just tell me where to go. In the back, there's a bowl that'll be oven-proof, and then kindling, meaningful.
It needs to have some sort of emotional weight to it.
Oh, we can't do the picture of Josie's parents. We can't do that.
Oh, God.
we can't do that.
I mean, you could. That
No.
wasn't where my mind went, but...
I've got some. So Lita goes to get the bowl, and Ron goes over to his jacket that's hanging up on the coat rack that the regulars hung up earlier. He pulls out a little small book. It's not super big. It's like an address book kind of size. He hands it over to Beck and says that should work.
An address book?
You can open it. It's it's the book I wrote my vows to. But it means a great deal to me. Every year I fill it with memories on our anniversary.
Mom, this is real life. I can't burn this. This is a thing that actually exists.
No, hang on. When you interject. Ron.
Winnie, this is our fault.
Ron, shut up.
Winnie, we voted to not do it. We turned you over to this. This is our fault.
You
If
sure
anyone's gonna pay for you getting
Damn it,
better,
Ron, I don't have that many breaths left. Let me fucking get what I can. Can't believe you're gonna fucking outlive me, you old coot. Under the line, in the back where the whiskey was. It's my recipe book, page 7.
I'm not doing that. That has to live on.
They're just fucking muffins, Ron. It doesn't matter.
I can remember every day with Lita. And this was just something I've been doing. A part of you's gonna stay here. And if it's just the muffins, then that's what it'll be. Ron's reasoning for doing this is Ron and Lita are both, this is our fault.
It's not,
right?
though.
Right, but that's how we feel. Because we were the ones who were like, we're not gonna exorcise the ghost. We're gonna just, So in Ron's mind, using Winnie's recipe is not viable because that's you paying for this twice. And that's not okay.
Ooh.
So that's what Ron thinks.
So Fabrice has brought something that exists in real life into
This is just what I was like. I have to fill my vow book with something. It can't just have the vows at the front.
So I don't feel like it's my place to be like, yes, burn it.
We're not actually burning the real thing. This doesn't.
I know, but Jacob and Marissa, how do we feel about this? I have some qualms.
I offered the muffins.
No, that's staying. I hard veto muffins.
If I may, Ron, Lita, and Winnie, you three are bickering.
It's true.
About what will be the kindling that will be burnt as part of this ritual. Chip, Beck comes towards you. They take the salt. They take the alcohol. They look you straight in the eyes and say, so your boy is out in the woods tonight.
Yeah, it's part of the Harvest Festival. It's a fun, folksy local thing.
I gotta level with you. And I can't be doing this ritual while my mind is conflicted and concerned in this way. That it's an intentions thing. I don't know. Look, I don't mean to tell you how to parent, but if there's danger afoot here, on this night of all nights, why tonight? Why are things so strong and intense tonight? The same night as this tradition. I just truly have an uneasy feeling, and I wish I knew more about why, but I can't help but think that it's not a great idea for anyone to be on their own while such strange things are happening in Spillman. What I'm saying is, things have gotten intense here, right?
Clearly.
If you wanted to go get your boy and make sure that your family is accounted for, we have enough people here that we can do this ritual.
Yeah, leaving seems like not a bad idea. You're right. As you're reminding him of the reason he really came here, and he hadn't gotten a little distracted by the commotion and the whiskey and the pie and the whiskey. But Chip kind of remembers why he's here, and you just connected a dot that he hadn't really thought of, that maybe this nonsense spreads a little farther than just this room. So he's ready to go. You guys got a flashlight or something I could borrow?
Yeah. And they go back to their red backpack and pull out a big flashlight and say, "Here, I'm not trying to shoo you out, but while all this is happening, knowing that there's a young boy in the woods alone, it gives me pause. The conscience has to be clear before reaching out to the beyond,
Yeah, totally. And, good luck with that and all. See ya.
You grasp the flashlight that Beck is offering you. Long metal handle. It is hefty and weighty in your hand.
Nice.
You grip it tightly.
Jacob, write down your new weapon that you have in your hand.
Yeah, you still have a
Ooh.
knife. You still have a knife,
Yes.
steak.
I also wrote down stab ?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fun.
Knife, steak, stab Beck ?
Big ol' apostrophe flashlight.
Bludgeoning, blunt
bludgeoning,
instrument.
yes.
Bludgeoning.
That's the episode title. We fucking got there.
Bludgeoning?
Yeah.
That's fucking it. That's gotta be it. That's so good.
Love, joy, laughter, and bludgeoning.
Love, joy, laughter, and blunt force trauma.
You look around the diner, the old couple, and that weird lady who jumped in front of the dishes to save you. They're still arguing. You look at this person in front of you, gigantic glasses, gangly person that they are. You look at all of these people who all night have tried assuring you left and right that your boy back in the woods would be safe. And you tried not to interfere. You tried not to let your panic ruin what would be just a great harvest festival experience for the town and maybe even for your son. But your boy is back in the woods, and you have a flashlight in one hand and a steak knife in your pocket. And all night, you could never quite quell the low tones of concern, of worry, of love, of fear, and at Beck's words, those emotions have crescendoed. No longer can you ignore the music building, the song of a father. You dash out of the diner, flying down the back steps, through the grassy area behind the building. You crash through the tree line, propelled forward by something you don't quite understand, but are following anyway. Into the forest you go, deeper, passing gnarled coalwood trees, tripping over vines as you go, pushing forward on your way to find your son.
Fuck yeah. Oh my god.
That's real good.
Chip, you dash off on your noble quest. Back in the diner, bickering is still occurring.
Burn my book!
Ron.
Fuck off, it's not up to you. You can't get up. Here.
Oh, I think it is up to me. It's my legacy and I choose to burn it.
I don't think you get to make that
Ron?
choice.
Let me die my way.
So Beck comes over and says, okay, so Chip has left. Have we decided what we're going to burn here?
My book.
Come on. Be reasonable, please.
You hear a faint, distant murmur, perhaps one of these poltergeists saying, well, you could just burn both. It's just the leftover emotion from somebody who's not there anymore.
Amazing. Beck looks around. The disembodied voice does have a point. You could burn both. We could try and find an item to compromise in the middle. We could burn both. The more that we can have accord on what is going into this ritual, the better I would feel about it.
What does Lita want to do?
She's with Ron.
Lita.
We both feel responsible.
You would deny a dying woman her last wish.
Yes, because we all...
You could take it from her and lie to her.
Oh, that's
Pretend
terrible.
to burn her recipe.
Oh.
She'll never know you lied to her
That's
because
true.
she'll be dead.
All right.
Is there maybe a third option? They look around the diner for something that could be binding amongst everyone.
Oh, this signed photo of John Wayne, who traveled to the Broken Yolk just this once. He sat in this here booth.
I think Winnie will raise like a shaking finger and point on the counter at the spike of order tickets where they have been speared all night and all day. If you ask me, that's the heart of this place right here. Don't get more meaningful than that.
The desires and the needs and the orders of everyone who ever walked into this diner. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Ron, Lita?
If you think that it'll work, you're the expert here, Beck.
They cringe at the word expert. Let's start with these. I like this. It incorporates everyone that's ever been here. It's a good idea, Winnie.
And it's Josie's handwriting.
Oh,
that's good. That's good.
All right.
We have the photo of John Wayne on standby, and we have the book and the recipes also.
Ron, Lita, and Beck, you all slide into the booth together. Beck pulls the oven-proof bowl up onto the table, carefully places a small pile of salt in the bottom of the container. They gesture to the pin of orders. Beck plucks off a ticket. Let's all do one. Beck crumples their paper, and you all follow in suit. A loose little ball of green paper places it gently into the container.
Winnie adds hers.
Ron and Lita do the same.
All right. Ron, would you care to add the alcohol? Just 2 spoonfuls of it. And they hold out the whiskey and the spoon from the table to you.
Ron and Lita both do this part together.
You pour gently 2 spoonfuls of alcohol, soaking the paper as you go. Beck looks around at everybody and says, "Y'all ready?"
Let's do it.
Let's go.
They pull out a Zippo lighter, flick it open, and bring it gently towards the paper inside the bowl.
Goodbye.
It starts to catch. The flame ever so slightly licks at the sides of the paper, crumpled and in the bowl, and touches the alcohol, igniting larger. Okay, good. Now, focus on the flames. Keep in mind the purpose of the fire. We're trying to cleanse. Fire can be destructive, but it can be very cleansing in its wake. Beck stretches their fingers towards the fire, and you see, illuminated by the licks of flame growing larger, that their hands are shaking.
It'd be Ron puts an arm around Beck, and Lita grabs Winnie's hand and to kind of make a circle.
As you do this, the jukebox flickers back to life, playing an ominous and foreboding tune.
I don't care for that.
A Lazy Susan one table over begins to spin gently and then grows faster and faster and faster. You hear a door in the back slam shut. The burners over behind the counter begin to flick on and off and on and off and on and off. The flame grows larger.
There's no off button for this. We're just kind of this till it's done.
Just do your best to block it out. We have to focus. Imagine that the flame is, as it's glowing, is expanding out to the edge of the room.
Oh, so this is it trying to distract us.
Yes. Stay focused.
I feel like I should make a poll.
No.
Yes. You definitely should.
Oh, Ron. Oh my God.
Ah!
Ooh.
Nice.
Good pull, Fabrice. Good pull.
It's easy when your friend just sacrificed themselves for you and the tower is fresh.
Ron furrows his brow, and Lita squeezes her hand tighter as you both are concentrating so hard on this ritual.
As Winnie is lying there, I think Ron, you recognize that she has started singing.
Oh no.
It's a song that her dad would have sung when he worked in the mines. And one that I think Ron might recognize given his age.
Yeah. I think Ron would join in with Winnie in like kind of just like singing this under his breath. Don't forget when they lay down to rest. Tell my brother all these loving words I say. Let the flowers be forgotten. Sprinkle cold dust on my grave.
A giant gust of wind from outside rattles the windows. And you are trying so hard to stay focused on what you're doing, but this sudden noise, it's just too much. And Lita, you break concentration and you look up at the window, and what you see takes your breath away. What? You gasp in fear. Everybody looks up and outside of the window as they behold a gigantic, dark, black, spinning cloud is slowly ambling its way towards town. You see it in the distance, a giant, roiling tornado. Lights flash within. The wind whips around, blowing coalwood dust and debris from the Harvest Festival around town towards the forest.
Oh, shit.
Where Chip continues to run. The leaves blowing in the wind, rattling around. Chip, you trip over a root and you pause momentarily to look up. Through the winding, overlapping branches of the trees above, you see the sky has turned dark, save for these flashes of color. It strikes fear in you, and you know the only thing you must do is press on further before time runs out.
No!
Oh!
Oh no, we did so bad.
What, you mean just laughing for 30 minutes straight didn't solve all our problems?
This episode is sponsored by free key lime pie. Don't throw it on your friends.
Just eat it. It's delicious.
Oh boy, things are certainly heating up around here. Thank you so much for listening to Dread and Breakfast. Our theme song is composed by Morgan Thomas Mills and samples music courtesy of the American Folklife Center, Library of Congress. A full list of our sound credits and content warnings, as always, are linked in our episode notes, and there's probably some fun stuff, Easter eggs, miscellaneous shenanigans in there as well, so go check them out. Things are pretty stressful in the Broken Yolk, but you know where things aren't stressful? Your local diner. And you know who helps brighten up any diner experience? Your friends. And do you know what your friends would love to know about? Our show. So grab some of your friends who have not heard our show, take them out to a delicious breakfast stacked high with waffles and pancakes and flapjacks, and tell them about our show. Telling your friends about us is the best way to help us grow and maybe gain a listening buddy in the process. We will be back in 2 weeks for the conclusion of the Broken Yolk. See you then.